first of all, it's so nice to meet y'all. I thought this movie was fascinating, and it's going to get a lot of people talking. And I saw the trailer first, and I expected a lot, and it delivered. Yes. So, and I think people will, and you don't want ever for anyone, once they see it, to give away the ending, because that's the whole point. Yeah. And was it all 100% real, really?
Yeah, the movie is a true story about the craziest thing that ever happened to me in my life. I'm a photographer in New York City.
Explain to people, you're a photographer in New York City,
yeah.
and...
I'm pretty nervous, so I sort of jumped the gun on that one.
That's all right.
I'm a photographer in New York City, and I'm incredibly passionate about dance, and specifically ballet. I had a photograph that I took printed in a New York paper. It got syndicated, and an unbelievably charming 8-year-old girl in Michigan saw it, was learning how to paint, emailed me, and said, "Can I paint your photograph?" So sweet. Of course I said yes. A couple weeks later, I get this charming watercolor in the mail. I start a kind of pen pal relationship with this girl, Abby, and I spoke to her mom and got to know her family, and eventually I met her older sister, Megan, who was sort of like a super hottie, just really gorgeous. And she rides horses, and she lives on a farm, and she's a dancer and a musician. I mean, just like dream girl. Kind of started falling in love, and then the story took a strange twist, and I was with these guys, and we all decided, well, let's kind of go there and discover the truth about who this family is.
So were you really in love with this girl?
You know, it's interesting. Looking back now, I think I was as in love as I could have been, having never met her. We spoke on the phone all the time, really long, intimate conversations about feelings, and just kind of opened up to each other. We exchanged lots of photographs, texting constantly. And I thought, you know, when we went there, there was a really good chance I was going to kind of drop everything in New York and move to Michigan and put a cowboy hat on and just do that.
Really?
Yeah, I was ready to completely change my life for this girl.
So is it safe to say when you got to Michigan, when you decided to go and meet her, that was a big shock? You got something totally different than what you expected?
Yeah, the whole journey was not what we expected at all. And it sort of just developed as we went along. It started off as sort of like a fun buddy comedy, sort of, and he was falling in love, and he'd never been happier. And then it became basically the most suspenseful moments of our lives. I mean, my heart is beating so fast right there.
Oh, I'm sure you are, because who knows what you're going to find right there, and then we all find something very, very interesting.
But something very human, sort of, you know? It's like kind of a human drama in the end.
Yeah, it's lots of things. I mean, it's being advertised like a scary horror film, but it's not that. So people shouldn't think that. It's just a twist and a surprise, but it's really interesting.
Thanks, Alan.
And you don't want anyone to tell you the ending. Don't know the ending when you go see it.